Does your iRacing car currently look like it was sponsored by Minecraft paint and poor decisions? Well, good news. Race Wrap Guy can fix that. With real-world NASCAR wrap design experience, Race Wrap Guy creates clean, aggressive, professional custom wraps that actually look like they belong on a Sunday broadcast instead of the back row of a rookie lobby. And because we like y'all, listeners of the Cool Down Lap podcast get $10 off any iRacing wrap. Just mention the podcast when you order. And if you've got a real race car that needs to look fast even when it's sitting still, you'll get $100 off any real race car wrap too. Same deal. Just mention the Cool Down Lap podcast. So stop showing up to the grid looking like a rolling yard sale and let Race Wrap Guy make your car look like it actually belongs there.
The checker flag has flown and the race is over. We're going to rant about it. My name is RB Turner and here with me is my co-host. Say your name, Colby.
I'm Colby.
He's a sick motherfucker today. But we are here nevertheless with the race winner from last night, won at Gateway. This is Steven Leskowski back on the show yet again. What's up, man?
What's up, fellas?
Chilling.
Did that race last night go the way you thought it was going to go, Steven?
Kind of, but I didn't think I was going to lead as many laps as I did. I know Darling's good. I was worried about Barr. I know Davis is pretty good at these flatter tracks. So I was expecting a little more.
I was expecting you to be up there, but I'll be honest, I was expecting, kind of the reverse. I figured you were going to be second and Darling was going to steal the show.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I thought.
Sure.
But, I've been wrong before and I was wrong last night.
How mad was Darling in chat after the race? Because I know that he hates it when he loses at those tracks that he feels like he's supposed to win at.
I don't think he was too upset. He was actually surprised that he got back to second.
Yeah.
After everything.
Yeah.
After he had a little
that calamity.
Yeah. I think he got
after I gave you the win.
Dude, you definitely did. But you almost got me though too. It almost got me.
Man, I was kind of upset.
The ending was pretty wild for me. That's for sure. Getting the late, I was sleeping. He caught me. I thought he was going to go late, so I didn't want to jump too early and then have him get me in when I let go of the gas. So he pretty much roasted me on the start. Case Beer did. And then Barr was side by side. I drove it in too hard, so Case Beer was able to slide up in front of me on exit. And then I pretty much just pushed Case Beer pretty much into turn 3, just so I could kind of get him up away so I could dive down and hopefully be able to still be next to Barr. And then I saw Barr go sideways out of the corner. I was like, oh no. And I just was like, got through it.
Yeah, we got into the turn and Barr drifted up and I went to stick my nose in there because I was already on the gas. And, we're friends and all, but, it's 2 laps to go. I'm not letting up. I ain't letting up, man. But he came back down and we touched and,
Well, you had those fresh tires too.
Yeah, I mean, everybody behind you guys had 4 tires.
I was worried about taking 4 because if everybody took 2, then I'm like, well, I might just do that one away. So I was like, I'm just going to take the 2 and hope for the best.
Well, I think part of the thing with all that mix-up at the very end was based on like Case Beer staying out and then the 2 of you taking 2, and then you had me, on fresh tires, just like I'm gonna win this thing, coming in like a superhero. And that's when calamity happened. Not to say it wouldn't have been any different on 4 tires. Probably would have, if everybody would have took 4, probably the same outcome would have happened. You never know.
Yeah, I think Barr wouldn't have drifted up. He probably would have been able to grip the bottom a lot better on fresh tires. It's probably why you just flew in there, because those fresh tires for a couple laps, you could really kind of drive it in there and hug that bottom pretty good.
It's a perfect scenario for green white checker. When you're on fresh tires and the leaders are not.
Mm-hmm. And then you got extreme used tires out in front.
Yeah, because he pit when Barr pit, I think won 75-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
And then everybody else came between like 80 and 85. I think I pit on 83. So yeah, he was out there like 45 lap tires.
Yeah, the fall off was pretty hard too. It dropped off pretty quick.
Like 2 seconds.
Was it a cliff or did it take a minute to ruin your tires?
you could make it a cliff.
Yeah.
I did that when I went out and practiced my first run. And then that's when I made all my adjustments. And then it kind of wasn't a cliff. It was a slow decline.
Gotcha.
Stop destroying the front as much. I really
You said,
couldn't get that right rear to wear at all.
Really?
Yeah, I was having trouble.
Huh.
Yeah, I found.
You said 2 seconds, though, about total fall off between new and skating around on ice.
I would say, 1.7. I think I was at least down to.
iRacing really has seemed to have come a long way with the tire model. Because I remember when we first started doing this, you could drive just about as hard as you wanted, and you never really did seem to wear tires all that much. But now, and especially when you go to tracks that wear tires, it seems to be a pretty consistent deal. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to manipulate it, whatever you can with those fixed setups with the massive cylinders, and just make the car turn for you instead of leaning on the right front. Can do wonders.
Right. Now, you were locked in to the next round regardless, correct?
I think so. I came in with 40.
Mathematically, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to say, because this is the round of 8 we're going into. And Stevens still has... you only have a 4-point advantage over Aaron now. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's close.
And Chris and Barr finish out the top 4 as of now. K-Spear, RB, Pop, and Davis are for the last 4 out at the moment. Still, it's
tight.
It's 4 points. 8 points.
It's tight from 3 to 8 for sure. That can be easily.
Yeah.
In Homestead, I can see any one of those 8 winning. Homestead.
I agree. Davis is good at Homestead. Pop figures out a way to be pretty good everywhere. He just has to figure out how to stay ahead of the bullshit. RB's good at saving tires, which is going to help immensely at Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
And K-Spear seems to just figure out how to win randomly. I don't understand how he makes it work.
The mile and a halves. The mile and a halves. He does a good job on the mile and a halves.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm sitting here thinking it's like we could really only take. It's possible.
I don't even know how I would make predictions for this. I mean, it's like
so I'm looking at these
I would
8
say
people.
I would look at Aaron and Steven for sure being going
Right.
into the Final Four just based on the cushion that you guys have, even though with the stage and all that could go away in one race, realistically. So, I mean, you can't go into it just like, I'm in, I'm just going to go for broke, get everything I can. You got to go into it knowing that you're not locked in. But how do you approach these 3 races, though?
Homestead, I feel like my mile and a halves, I've been not nearly as good as I should be.
You just got to stay out of the fucking wall, Steven.
That's going to be hard to do at Homestead, man. Well,
I think last time we went to Homestead, I was struggling. I think I still ended 5th, but I couldn't keep up. I think RB finished in front of me. A bunch of other guys finished in front of me, and they were able to just save that tire. I'm like, how are you guys doing this?
I feel like at Homestead there's a fast way. There's a fast way to run Homestead, and then there's a way to save your tires, and you cannot do both.
No.
At least that's how I think about it. I'm sure I'm wrong.
What you can do, you can save tires and be able to, kind of maintain, you're not really faster than, say, the leaders for, 10 or 15 laps, but you can stay within that kind of striking distance so that when the tires do fall off, you're able to gain and, do it that way. But to an extent, you're right. It's hard to save tires and be fast, and usually, especially when you got guys like Aaron Ryan, who, he's not really known as being a tire saver kind of guy. He just builds up this massive lead. And by the time his tires wear off, you can't catch him because he's 10 seconds ahead, So I think that, it goes off of, it's how you drive the track, and
yeah. No, I agree.
You hope for the best.
I agree with that.
If it comes down to a green-white checkered, it will probably not be me. It will probably be somebody like maybe a Steven or even a K-Spear, somebody who's good on just
flat
heaters,
pace.
To lay down a heater.
Yeah,
and that's definitely not in my wheelhouse. But I agree. Anybody in that top 8 could win. I think realistically, you don't even need anybody in the top 8. I think you might see, somebody like, definitely Zook.
Yeah.
Even somebody like Hackett could show up, and I've seen him run well there. And
Clint's
guys
really
that aren't.
Clint is really good at running a very consistent lane, consistent pace. Like he doesn't like. I know that we've all overdriven at times or whatever, right? But like, I mean, I've run around Clint a lot, and he never. He really is. He's never a foot high. He's never a foot low. He runs his exact same lane, and he does it consistently. And as long as you're not in his way, like he's gonna pass you just because he runs that line. He runs it consistent. He knows his markers. And yeah, I mean, he could be that guy that figures out a point to lift and really save tire. And next thing you know, he's on your ass with 2 to go.
Yeah, he's definitely not somebody to sleep on.
No.
So we got a lot of good drivers, whether it's in the top 8 or somebody may show up and surprise us.
Yeah, I was gonna say Clint, Zook could. I mean, as much as you
Moquin's pretty good at those.
Moquin, yeah.
Moquin's really good at just showing up on accident. It seems like
Sometimes he either like wins the race or he's
Or
up
has
there
24X.
battling for the win.
Yeah,
or he has say that. He either screws himself or he finds.
he's
a way
either
to
in the top 4
top
or has 24X and is parked on pit road. Like, seems like there's no in between with him.
Man, I almost pushed him over the limit to one. I think it was Road America. I think.
Yeah.
He only had a few X's left, and I didn't realize how slow he was going to be because of his damage. And I bumped him as he was coming around the last corner before pit. He's like, "I'm going to the pit. I'm parking it." I put him at 24. I was like, "Did I just put you over?" He's like, "No, I got one left."
Well, I mean,
That's
if
funny.
all you're going to do is park it, it's not really worth it at that point. You might as well just because it
But
doesn't
DQ,
take
you
your,
don't
it doesn't
get points,
take your
right?
it don't take your points away. No,
You're
Oh.
DQ'd
just-
to like the
you
last
just get
car on the lead lap or whatever.
whatever
It
lap
doesn't-
you're on, it stops
yeah.
scoring you. So it won't take your points away. But unless the admins deem it necessary to take your points away.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew a couple admins.
Me too.
There's a few of them around.
But yeah, we got Homestead. We talked about that one. Watkins Glen. How you feel about Watkins Glen?
You know how I always feel about road courses.
I was gonna say,
Signature said it best last night when he was interviewing Darling. He's like, the only person that beats Steven is Steven. And
He did say that. I remember. I laughed.
I would have to kind of agree with him. I've given away races many times easily. Aaron's always there. He's always there. So it's not like I always just going to run away with it. But
Bar's
I
good at
am my
Watkins
own-
Glen too.
I am my own demon.
Yeah.
I push it too hard, just like I do in ovals, trying to get the most out of it. And I get too close to the wall sometime. I mean,
I think it's that Wraith Line's paint job. You do the Wraith Line.
well, we're going to
because of
run.
the demons.
We're going to run Apex next.
There
We'll
you
run
go.
this
That
one.
turned
Look at
out-
that thing.
That turned out really good.
Thank
That
you,
thing
Bar.
looks awesome.
Yeah, it's identical. It's nice. He did a really good
You did
job
a
on
really
it.
good job, yes.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm probably going to run that for the remainder of the season.
Yeah.
I don't want to change all the banners on all the cars, and I'm going to do it on one car, and then I'm going to run it.
Well, you can set it up to where
I was gonna say you
run
can
the
set the banner on the
lead.
decal layer.
Yeah, I seen that. I felt really dumb when I found that out because I always just go in and I just have them all differently saved. So
Yeah, I
I
used to
need-
do that too up until about maybe 2 months ago. Because I was running, because I run a lot of Chop Shop and also in the Signature League where, one banner is this, you get like in the trucks, you have the Speedy Trophies. And then we have the Signature Esports banner for the trucks on Wednesdays. And instead of switching the two out, I set it up just as a league, Chop Shop, I'm running this banner. And then Sig, I'm running that one. And the same thing for the O'Reillys that we're doing. So yeah, you can set it up like that.
yeah, now I feel dumb.
Don't feel that dumb because literally, I mean, I've been on iRacing for like 3 years now, and I just learned that like a couple months ago. So
Yeah, I always just downloaded it and then I went into Train Paints or GIMP and I threw them on there. And it
that's
saved
exactly
it
what
as
I did.
that.
Yeah, I actually have a file for the blue truck that I run. I have that. I have one that says Season 6 Chop Shop, RB Truck Season 6 Chop Shop, and then I have another one. It says RB Truck Sim 500 because I was running that same truck in both the leagues, and one of them's got a Sim 500 banner, and one of them's got a Chop banner. So same truck, but Yeah. So then I have to remember, oh, I'm running this today. I better go switch it. And then God forbid, trading paints don't work that day. And
It does happen.
Yeah, at least my paint showed up for signature.
it did. Yeah, because I saw the green one. You didn't have a paint scheme. You just had the basic iRacing.
Yeah, and I went and looked. Everything was loaded. It was even loaded under night and everything.
Yeah, I mean, trading paints is weird. Like the other night, you probably remember, at Richmond, and I was like, "Hey, Steven, yeah, this ever happened to you?"
Yeah.
Where I deleted my paint scheme completely, and it shows up 2 weeks later. I had the black truck that I had for the Signature League that I will never run again, and I deleted it completely. And I show up at Richmond in the truck race, and it's there. I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah, I seen it too. I got behind you. I was like, I wonder why he's running that scheme.
I don't get it. Like,
I was like,
it's gone. I deleted it. I know I deleted it. How is this possible? But I did go into trading paints, and under the night thing, there was a thing where it didn't show a paint that showed up. So I just right-clicked on it, or I did something, and I put delete paint scheme, and that fixed everything. So you were right in that. I thought that I had done that, but apparently I guess I didn't. So by the time the broadcast came out, I was good to go. Still pissed me off. How does it a paint that I deleted completely
just magically show up?
Yeah, if it's not in your paint folder in iRacing, it shouldn't show up either.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So
that's funny. But no, Homestead, Watkins Glen, and what? Phoenix.
Another flat one.
Another good track for you. Another good track for Darling. I don't know anymore. It feels like we have a bunch of dudes that are good at every track. Like there's 5 or 6 dudes that are just good at everything.
My opinion is champions should be good at everything. So, even moving forward, I would have a playoff with every kind of track on there: super speedway, intermediate, road course, and short track. And have your championship race be
a mix, all of
whatever. Yeah. It's, like a Homestead or Charlotte for us this year. But yeah, that would be my playoffs if I had my way. It would be. So you know what to expect next season if you stick around, right, Steven, and the Signature.
I'm sure I will.
It's gonna be all of them. So somebody coming in and saying, we're only running this just so guys like this can be up front. No, it's just I think you should be good at every kind of track, and you should run every kind of track. That's what makes a champion, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and we definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
Luck of the damn wheel, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we do pick the tracks.
We
do pick them, and I think I picked a good one. Nice little fun one for everybody.
Yeah, next season's gonna be fun. Colby's gonna like it a lot. I know Colby's gonna like it.
I can't
just based on that face. You're gonna throw up a little bit if he tells you what it is right now.
What, Steven's track?
I don't know if I can.
No, don't tell me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea to say anything right now because
it's probably some fucking horseshit F1 track somewhere on the other side of the world or some stupid shit.
I'll tell you that it is not.
Okay, good.
That's not what he picked.
There are only.
I don't think there's any weird
NASCAR.
ones.
No, only where NASCAR has been is the ones that were picked this year or for this next season.
Gotcha. Start practicing for. Got it. But anyway, so this is your 3rd season in AMP, right?
Yeah, I came in season 2.
Season 2. Are you, have you spent time, as far as this playoff run goes, is there anything that you're doing differently compared to last season or season 2 when you did win the championship?
Yeah, not really. I mean, other than I drove the Ford in season 2. I don't know. I think I probably drove harder when I first started. Now I don't necessarily put others in bad situations, unless it's a couple laps left and I'm trying to get to the front and you're in my way, that's a little different. But
racing in Martinsville and pushing everybody out of the way.
Yes. Hey, I wasn't going to get that win if I didn't.
I'm aware. Trust me. I think that's the fun thing.
Bonus points.
I think that's the fun thing about this too. Is while we all understand this is a hobby, right? Like we're not losing sleep over it. We're not, it doesn't affect our. I'm sorry.
You did that to yourself.
Well,
kind of.
I think it was more thrown at me more than
thrown
anything,
at you.
but,
Yes.
Right.
At first it was choice, and then it was shit.
I could.
I don't know. There's. It's kind of a fun line to figure out where it's like between preparation, right, and then just overthinking it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Making sure that you are practice up. I'll start running Watkins Glen's lap like this week.
Probably will too.
Just because, right? I guess I'm sorry. I'm so fucking brain fogged right now.
You're
I'm
good,
trying
man.
to figure out where I'm going with this. I don't want to just sit here and ramble. It's, all the other leagues that we race in, I don't know how many nights a week you're racing. I know that I'm scheduled to race like 4 or 5 nights out of 7. The seat time really does seem to make a difference, right? So I guess on your end of things, like you're a dad, you're a husband, you're a full-time employee too. How hard or do you find it interesting to find that like limit of preparation versus like literally losing time in life because of something like this?
Yeah, I don't take away from my family time. My wife's a big book reader, so if she's got books to read after the kids are in bed, I'll come down here, take an hour, practice, and go back up and we'll watch a show and go to bed or whatnot. But I definitely try to at least get an hour practice in before a race, especially now that I'm back to work and I'm working quite a lot of hours. So it is harder now than it was when I was off. So I do still try to find at least an hour per league, and I'm in 2 truck race. Sometimes I only get that hour of practice before qualifying, and it's kind of shown.
Still pretty strong over there. You've had some trouble, but I felt bad for you this last one. I really did.
It was. I really thought that was my race.
Yeah.
I was hunting him down. I was just like, screw this. I just cranked my bias down as far as I could from in car, and I'm like, let's see if this thing will just hook. And sure enough, she just stuck, and she just wanted to turn and put me in the right direction to be able to come off the corners. And I was just hunting them down. And damn lap car.
So I will say this, that there is no rule in iRacing, nor is there a rule in the league that I run or in AMP or in Chop Shop that I'm aware of. You're a lap car. You can race however you want, but there will be a situation where the roles may reverse and you will find yourself in a pretty shitty, even, say it like a man, RB. You will find yourself in a really shitty situation, because I guarantee you Steven's going to remember, and everybody who was at the front of that race will remember what it was like racing those last few laps with the lap car right there trying to battle.
I was watching it, and then my blood pressure was like going through the roof.
Yeah.
Watching him just fly down through. I was just like, I gotta stop watching this. I'm gonna lose it for them.
Everybody will remember, I assure you. And when he's back out there, if he comes back, assuming he comes back, that's not something that you just forget. We might forget when you're a nice guy, but if you're a dick, we won't forget that.
This is true.
Just throwing that out there. Again, everybody races how they race, and there's no rule. But
I'm a chronic lapped car, and I'd like to believe that if I accidentally end up in a position to win a race one day, and one of you two is a lapped car, I feel like I've raced y'all fair enough that I should get that same respect back.
But when I'm hurt, I'm getting out of everybody's way. Like when I smash the wall and I'm down to like 10% right front tire, I'm just like, I'm just going to go way up here and I'm just going to coast up here, let you guys all go by me. Because, at that point, it's
just courtesy,
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere. Like even if he would have, he did get his lap back, I guess, on the last lap, but he didn't get anything out of it.
It's not like it advanced his position. Right?
What bothered me the most was that he didn't even run it up to the wall either.
No, that was another thing. You could argue that you might have came up, but
he didn't. He was a whole lane down almost.
And that's another thing. There's no rule that says you have to go all the way to the wall, but man, like, you might wreck if you don't. So you gotta,
Hell, and I remember I was sitting here and had Discord pulled up on my top screen, and I saw Steven in all caps, and I was like, "No!"
Well, you should have heard him in chat.
I was gonna say, because I
don't hear Steven lose his cool very often, so I'm like, man, he
where
must
I was
really be mad.
Dude, watch the end of my stream.
This way,
dude, I was like fucking throwing shit. I was like, I'm fucking over this. I stood up. I was like,
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and I'm gonna watch your stream.
Do it
just for that, because normally I watch the broadcast from the night before, but tonight's broadcast was like a half hour long. So when that's over, I will turn on Steven's stream.
I was angry. I should go back and look at what my heart rate probably went up to.
Don't do it. You'll scare yourself.
I was going to say, you'll probably need to make a doctor's appointment at that point.
Man, and I never really lose it either.
That's why I when I'm telling, my wife can corroborate my story. I looked up and saw that you were yelling, and I was like, no. Because I've raced with you for 3 seasons now and all sorts of different shit, right? I don't think I've heard you even raise your voice unless it was laughing or, just trying to get your point across at some point, maybe during.
He was definitely trying to get his point across.
Well,
I'm surprised he didn't threaten to kill that guy.
Don't worry, that name is engraved.
I bet. Yep. The best part is you're not the only person that feels that way.
I mean, about that driver, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel that way about him. I personally haven't had too many issues with him, but he has, kind of rubbed me the wrong way a couple of times, but nothing to get me too riled up about. But I find out later that he's like, well, never mind. I could tell later, but he's not exactly, probably shouldn't be racing,
Yeah. So that put me, with who won that race, he is now 15 under the cut line, and I'm only 11 from the cut line with Vegas and Talladega. So that was that was a big one. Because I would have been close to 7th place and feeling comfortable with 2 races left. So I just knew I had to have a good finish. And at that point, I was just lost it.
Yeah.
Lost it a little bit.
You lashed out irrationally, if you will.
Yes.
Except for there was nothing irrational about it. I've lost my shit for way less than that.
No, you're fine. What points are you looking at? That's the truck points, right?
Yeah. I am 45 behind 7th, but 9th is only -2, and Purcell's only -9 from. So that's 11 points from the cut line from being 10.
I see.
Yeah.
So Jordan's got this all mixed up. See, hold on. You have 239 points. Hold on, no, never mind. You have 356 points, and Craig Meyer has 330 points. So you are 26.
26, yeah. Yeah, okay, from 11.
So Jordan's, I don't understand.
That's just behind next. I'm -2.
Behind next,
yeah.
Okay.
-9, yeah.
All right.
So 11 to 10th place, but yeah, 26th.
So you're 26, yeah. So I mean,
Talladega
2 races. We
get a fast repair. We get a fast repair at Talladega.
Yeah, you'll get a fast repair at Talladega.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Vegas, not a horrible track for you, at least in the Cup car.
Yeah, trucks. I feel like I'm definitely not. If you would put I ratings on each series, I feel like the next gen and my I rating would be a lot higher than the truck for sure. I feel like I'm slowly getting back into it because that's all I used to run was the trucks. I never used to run next gen. And then I joined AMP, and then I never stopped running next gens. And then I quit running trucks
for a long time until I don't know how I feel about next gen anymore. I don't know if I like them or not, but I'm okay in them. I don't like the O'Reilly car, but I'm good in it. It's weird.
I like that you can change the master cylinders in fix.
I do like that. Yeah,
because you can change it to your style.
Yeah, you a little more manipulation in the setup for the fix. So yeah, but then you get guys like Dove. What setup you running? Not yours.
I was like, the one time I was like, dude, you don't want to run mine if you haven't been practicing. You don't want to run a 34%
Give it to
bias.
me. Give it to me.
I mean, last night,
give me a real setup.
I think mine got down to 35 last night.
Woo. Jesus.
Yeah, I was running 40. I ran 46, I think.
No, I started with 39, I think.
Was
That's
that mostly for turn 1 and 2?
Yeah, that was just for entry, because
No.
you don't have to really turn. The car wants to turn for you,
Right.
so you can save. If you can put more to the rear, you can save more on the right front. But it also, if you're not consistent or if you don't have that nice trail brake, it can hurt you.
You see, I love doing that. I love running those really low brake bias. I'll set them up as low as I can possibly handle before I lose it. But the problem that I have with doing it is 2 situations. One, somebody does something in front of me and I got to get on a brake and I spin myself out. Or when I'm coming to pit road. Or even when I'm trying to stop in my pit box. I've spun myself out trying to stop in my pit box before.
I spin brake bias. I just keep spinning it as I'm going down the backstretch to go all the way up high. And when I come back out, I pull it up on the black box and see where it's at, and then I'll spin it back down. And then over the runs, I usually turn it down throughout when the tires, because the next gen usually gets tight. It's not very often that we're getting rear end loose.
Yeah.
In those.
I agree with that.
So most of the time I'm turning it down throughout the run.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody out there listening, practice getting that brake bias down.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go too far. And I think there was a point where I had to rein the master cylinder back a little bit. It just wasn't comfortable. There's like a certain window to where the car will just sail in there, and you just got to find it.
Yeah.
And usually just doing kind of off the wall stuff will get you to figure out more.
Sometimes it's like that. You just start experimenting, you know?
You might accidentally fuck around and find something that works.
Might. You never know, you know?
Anymore at this point, I just I don't even bother with the pinion or the brake bias or anything all that much. I'll ask Steven or somebody on a road course, hey, what exactly are you changing, just so that I can try it and have an idea. But fuck anymore, I just try to get what they give me and do good at it. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to understand what each thing is doing to the car. And when you understand what exactly it's doing, then you have an idea of what to change. Like an open setup, I can never run an open setup because I can't go through if I adjust the springs to this. I'm not Chad Knaus.
Nope.
You know, I'm not Ray Everingham.
I need a crew chief for that. I'll go drive the car. You set it up for me. I'll tell you what I need.
I'm Cole Trickle. You know, you set up the car so I don't have to change. You could be Harry Hogg.
Man, I just watched that movie last week.
I think it was on national television a couple weeks ago, on a loop on one of the channels, and
I usually watch it every time it's on.
Yeah,
if I see it on that and Rounders or something. Rounders is a good movie. Every time it's on, I watch it.
Yeah. No, my son turned on Days of Thunder, and he was all kinds of Dad, NASCAR, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good movie. And, the attention span of a 7-year-old, he sat and watched it for 5 minutes and then off doing
I'll tell you what's a good movie for a 7-year-old. Six Pack. Yeah, with Kenny Rogers. He's a race car driver. And he's got a bunch of kids working on his car. One of them was probably 7. You gotta look that movie up. It's I'm sure you've seen his car on iRacing.
Probably.
It's like a dirt street stock kind of thing with the 49.
I've probably seen it. Probably at least know what it is anyway, I should say.
Fuck. So what's next?
So I'm fixing to share my screen here in just a second.
I'm just glad to get back on the right track.
Yeah.
I figured you've been getting kind of frustrated the last few weeks.
Yeah, the last two league races. Just taking out Pop completely, don't know what I was doing. I wasn't even trying to side draft him. I wasn't even trying to get up close to him. Just I wasn't turning correctly, and I looked up at my mirror, and next thing I know, I'm into him. I'm like,
was that at Atlanta?
What was last week?
Chicagoland.
Yeah, Chicagoland.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you seen this movie?
No,
so
I
haven't seen it,
that.
But I've seen that.
You should watch it. It's a good movie.
Gotcha.
It's a dirt racer. He ends up going into a cup race at the end of the movie, but yeah, he's got these kids. They're his mechanics, and they steal parts from other cars and shit. It's funny, and they all cuss like sailors. So
that's great. Right on, man.
I'll have to remember that one.
Steven, we really appreciate you taking time with us, man. So congratulations on another win this season. And if you wouldn't mind, why don't you get started with your shout outs?
Man, I'll be repetitive, but shout out to the family. Just let me take the time to do this stuff. It's nice to have a hobby that you are supported in,
Yeah.
even if it does cost a fortune at times.
I think that's putting it politely.
Man, it's a rabbit hole.
It is. Every time you buy something, somebody says, hey, since you got that, you should add this to it.
Right. Now I need a digital dash so I can see it the whole time now that I've got my triple screen set up correctly. But another shout out, RB, for you, for everything you've done with the new league, taking over. I'm sure it's stressful.
A little bit, yeah.
But appreciate you, and I feel like it's going to go far. So,
I hope so.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Shout out to both you for doing the cool down lap. I'm glad it keeps going. I'm glad that you guys are still getting views. It's cool. It's definitely nice to be able to do something like this. It's the age of podcasts, so why not talk about racing?
Yeah, man. Why not?
You know?
Why not talk about sim racing? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a sim racer.
Yeah, matter of fact, before we go, I want to mention I just bought a shirt today. It's actually a Signature Esports shirt, and the profits go to help the league. And the shirt says, I sim race, or yes, I sim race. It's cheaper than real racing, supposedly. That's what the shirt is. So, and you can find that in the store of the Discord if you're interested.
That's good.
So, anyways, I'll give it back to you guys.
Man, no, I right off Steven's coattails like I normally do. Shout out my family as well. Really appreciate them giving me the time to do this kind of stuff. And, it started with just racing Sunday nights and, maybe some officials during the week. And now it's turned into league nights on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and then the podcast on Monday nights and stuff like that. This has been a lot of fun to just get to know guys better. We sit and bullshit in Discord on a Friday night, or like when we do some of the endurance stuff, and that stuff's fun. But, these kind of, personal conversations where we actually get to visit with somebody about what exactly it is on their side of the steering wheel that makes them feel the way they feel. It's been a lot of fun. So I really appreciate RB. I say this every time. He does all the hard stuff. He cuts it, clips it, posts it, makes sure that we sound and look better than we actually do. So really appreciate RB. And shout out to AMP for giving us a platform to race, Signature Esports for putting it on for our families to watch. And I'll pass it to you, RB.
Well, I don't know if I can fix you, Colby, this week.
No,
you sounded pretty bad.
It's not even worth trying, man.
I'll do my best.
I don't even.
Maybe I can put some EQ in there and brighten up your voice.
Yeah, it feels like my head's gonna fucking pop off my shoulders, and frankly, I would probably be okay with that.
Yeah, it looks like your head's about to pop off your shoulders. But yeah, anyways, thank you to you both for being here, Steven. You don't have to be here, but I appreciate it when you do, because we wouldn't have a show without it. Me and Colby just be sitting here by ourselves. And thank you to everybody out there watching. Shout out to everybody in AMP. If you want any cool merchandise, you got, cool down hat, shirts. Also, we got, the link to that will be in the description. We also got AMP merchandise out there. The link to that will be in the description. If you want to check out what we do on Sunday nights at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, the link to that will be in the description. It says Signature Esports. I'll link to his YouTube. And yeah, that's it. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you next week. Hi, Mom.
Does your iRacing car currently look like it was sponsored by Minecraft paint and poor decisions? Well, good news. Race Wrap Guy can fix that. With real-world NASCAR wrap design experience, Race Wrap Guy creates clean, aggressive, professional custom wraps that actually look like they belong on a Sunday broadcast instead of the back row of a rookie lobby. And because we like y'all, listeners of the Cool Down Lap podcast get $10 off any iRacing wrap. Just mention the podcast when you order. And if you've got a real race car that needs to look fast even when it's sitting still, you'll get $100 off any real race car wrap too. Same deal. Just mention the Cool Down Lap podcast. So stop showing up to the grid looking like a rolling yard sale and let Race Wrap Guy make your car look like it actually belongs there.